Right now, we say good morning to friend of the program, Jeremy Rosenthal, founder of TexasDefenseFirm.com, live on the big show this morning at 6:49. Big doings concerning this Epstein probe and Bill Barr, former Trump Attorney General. Tell us what's going on, Jeremy. Good morning.
Good morning, Carla. What's going on? The House has formed a special committee, an oversight committee, and behind closed doors, they're taking some pretty high-profile depositions. Bill Barr, former Attorney General under Donald Trump, gave a deposition. Also going to be deposed are Bill and Hillary Clinton. Pretty much every FBI director and every Attorney General, really going back to George W. Bush, all the way back to Alberto Gonzales. So about 10 people going to give testimony, functionally trying to recreate the Epstein file behind closed doors. We may not ever get the transcripts, and I'm told, or I'm reading, that we will get to see the Epstein file probably, maybe, unless we don't.
Why are we having this right now? This has been going on now for 10 years, maybe probably longer. Why is it right now suddenly it's the number one thing on people's mind in Washington?
It's a pretty hot button topic. Jeffrey Epstein's not a really popular guy. He ran a child sex ring, and he's got a lot of high profile names that are sort of involved. And a lot of this is sort of the administration kind of willed this in some ways into existence. Pam Bondi came out, said, I'm going to release the entire files back in January and February. And last month just completely slammed on the brakes on that and said, no, I'm not. So it's sort of a rash that won't go away. And look, the committee is bipartisan. The Republicans control it, but the Democrats have somewhat of a say here. So there's a lot of wrangling and behind closed doors. So there's still some fighting to be done here.
And what are they hoping to discover? What are we looking for here that's going to satisfy everybody?
I think dirt. I think that the Epstein files are sort of a kind of a microcosm, if you will, of American politics. We project on it what we want, right? We all envision our worst enemy on the Epstein list. Cowboy fans, we sort of picture all the Philadelphia Eagles on the list. The Democrats picture all the Republicans. The Republicans are doing the same thing and saying, well, this is Bill and Hillary. But ultimately, are we going to believe any of it anyway? I don't know. Is any of this new? I don't know. I don't think so. Probably a lot of this is political theater. But politicians are kind of being responsive to the people back home, you would think, or you would hope, meaning that they're probably responding to some demand from their constituents.
Well, I don't know how they're ever going to release anything that's going to satisfy everybody. People are always going to think there's a cover-up going on, and to me it just seems like a lot of wasted energy at this point.
This is Congress, right, that we're talking about?
Yeah. All right.
I think you're right. There's a lot of motion being put into this. What we learned about Bill Barr's testimony yesterday was what we were told. We didn't see transcripts. We didn't see what was asked. This is a behind closed door session. Both parties have to agree essentially to release it. We don't know that they will. And it was what you thought it was, right? The Republicans, James Comer, who is from Kentucky, he's the chair of the committee. He was the one asking the questions on the Republican side. He comes out and says, well, Barr didn't do anything to implicate Trump. He didn't say that there was an Epstein list. They've subpoenaed the file, so I think in our minds, we kind of think of a list like a grocery list, like there's a list, right?
Yeah.
This file is massive. So we may never get to the bottom of this.
Jeremy Rosenthal, you'll find him at TexasDefenseFirm.com. Jeremy, thanks for coming on. Always a pleasure.
Have a great morning.